Hello, everybody. Welcome to another midweek series race here in CFRL. Today's race is going to be at Michigan in the Xfinity Series. I am your broadcast host, Kevron187, and the booth next to me is Mr. Ryan Guy. Ryan, how have you been, buddy?
I've been good. Decent race at Gateway last week. Obviously, tires played an issue here. This is a racetrack much different to Gateway. A lot of drama to be told, as Michigan tends to be a drama-filled track.
Drama absolutely to be unfolding here in the next couple minutes. Waiting on the guys here to give us the green light to join in the lobby to start seeing this drama unfold. I don't really... I don't think that there's any words to describe just how different of a beast Michigan is compared to the likes of Gateway, as you already can attest to that, Ryan.
The only reason why I say Michigan could be drama-filled is this track, in its history, no matter what series, tends to cause drama. It's a track that has been well known for drama for whatever reason, whether it's being moved for the win or just beating and banging for fifth place. It just, drama happens, and it's going to happen in this race.
Ryan, you got to mute the chat or something.
Okay.
We can hear you over there.
We apologize, folks. Ryan here trying to sort out some technical difficulties here. Thank you, Tegan.
I thought I clicked mute, by the way. Would love to mention that. I clicked mute, and the fucking button didn't work. Whoops.
Yeah.
Okay, we can join.
What's a midweek series broadcast without having a little miscues? Yep. Ryanisms. I love it.
We can join, boys. We can join.
We are getting in, and here we go.
I hate my life.
The LTI Printing 250 here at Michigan International Speedway is what's shown on the screen here. But we will not be racing 250 miles. It'll just be 125 miles of nothing but one lane beating, banging, bump drafting, and as Ryan says, a little bit of drama to unfold. Or at least that's the prediction. What's that?
That's the history of this track. It's just the history of this track.
Oh, yeah.
Tegan can attest to that.
And we are getting in as we see the leaders here come to the starting zone here to take the start of the race. The green flag is out, and the CFRL Midweek Series at Michigan is underway.
Good start by Mindkiller there, who's on the pole in the 13 car. Obviously, the 22 S'mores in second. He's going to be stuck on the high lane here, which is not where you want to be necessarily.
Yeah, behind them cats was JB and Mikeman. Mikeman here down below S'mores here, taking advantage of third place. JB just ahead of him in the 8 South Point machine, taking a look to the inside here to take the lead away from Mindkiller.
He might take it away here, too, as Mindkiller's just a little up the track, which is very surprising to see because you don't usually want to be in the middle lane. You want to be stuck on that white line until you're coming off that corner.
And there in the very, very back, you see Darth Kylo already lost the draft. If it was on screen, I didn't see it on screen if he got some contact made or not.
Kylo's lagging. He started lagging in the qualifying, really, so
yeah.
He's lagging back.
Oof. Lagging issues have been persistent with the 19 team here as of late. Granted, he had the win back at Drebin, but was a lot to do with lagging as well. So, tough break for the 19 team already to start off this race. But as we see Mindkiller holding off JB, and S'mores hanging tough on the outside lane there.
He's really hanging tough, and it's kind of a surprise, but I think because of where Mindkiller's running his line, it's allowing S'mores to kind of stay in that fourth position. It's allowing him to just stay put and continue to battle on the outside.
Meanwhile, it's allowing the likes of the 9 of Mike Min and the 8 of JB and the 13 of Mindkiller, both Cup Series regulars here in the top 3, to get a chance to pull away. Yep. Now causing a 3-wide battle here for Sal to get underneath the 54 machine of Harris to take over, I believe that is for 6th. Yep, 6th place, right behind S'mores.
Yeah, and Sal has been solid these past couple races. I believe he got a top 5 at Gateway, if I'm not mistaken. He's just been solid overall, had some good runs. Maybe some bad luck has happened here or there, but Sal's starting to really get in rhythm here in the midweek series. I wouldn't be surprised if he pulls off another good finish here.
That rhythm puts him on the outside behind S'mores here, getting a little bit of a bump draft, maybe. No, S'mores tags the wall just ever so slightly, allowing the likes of the 54 of Harris to get underneath.
Yep, and that's going to allow S'mores to clear the 54, and Harris is going to be able to stay up under the 10 here of Sal. So battling continues as the two 54 machines are working together.
Yeah, a little surprise. These two right here, you wouldn't expect them to be the best of friends out on the racetrack the way they talk to each other, but definitely have a different attitude going into the beginning of the race here for sure. Actually, I'll take that back. Here comes.
Yep, here comes the 54 Spencer.
Yep.
There's a battle for the lead too.
Yeah, Mind Killer was on the high lane. I mean, as rim riding as high as he could to lose that lead. Already back to fourth, about to lose. Fourth to
fourth as well.
Yeah, to
S'mores was able to get back to the bottom, and now it's a hornet's nest here for the up there with the top. Pretty much everybody but Kylo.
You think Las Vegas was crazy, folks? Give it another little bit here. These cats right here are going to make Las Vegas look tamed.
Yeah, and Vegas was an absolutely crazy stage finish. I think this could really be a finish that could maybe
three wide.
No, big 3-wide move. Oh, it's still
trying to make it 3 wide at least. I thought he had it.
There's still 3 wide. He's falling back.
David Wessel in the 98 was poking that nose up to make it 3 wide for the lead. Got me excited there for a second. Backs up a little bit to allow the likes of Mike Men to get up there to the lead.
We're going still 3 wide back there. 3 wide for third.
Spencer almost made it 4 wide the way that the 13 machine was backing up a little bit, but the 98 gave him a bump draft.
Oh, Wessel came down, almost cut JB's nose off there.
Oh, Sal got into Spencer just ever so slightly, made Sal's car very upset, but he saves it.
Looks like the 8's starting to get a little bit loose now too. Looks like the 54 Spencer kind of was patient there, trying to just get through and let everyone battle. And now look at that, he's up into 5th. Or excuse me, 4th.
Yeah, 4th place here for Spencer at the beginning of this race here. And you just said the word patience. Patience is key in this race. As you see the way that they all are bump drafting here, much like they're at a Talladega or a Daytona, and ain't no different here.
Yep, and there goes Wessel for second here. Let's see if Mind Killer's able to hold his car up there, because it seems like he's got loose.
Yep, Wessel spinning down on the apron. Yep.
He was an absolute... Mike was extremely loose off that corner. Extremely loose. And the 13 really diving it in there, hit the door of the 54. Well, that's going to allow both of them to get one by and one side by side.
Yeah, that was just a pure racing deal. Mike Man had no intentions of getting into Wessel there the way he did.
This is a line-sensitive racetrack. When you come off of turn 2, if you come off high too quick, it wants to turn back to the left on you.
Yeah, and it's like that right there. What just happened to Sal? He got off the spot a little too fast, and he almost spun him. Oh, S'mores didn't know the 13 was there.
Lack of communications there with the spotters and the guys here racing on track.
And Mike's going to let Harris go here.
Yep, Harris and Spencer.
And S'mores and JB. Here comes Sal. He's going to get... I think Sal's going to possibly...
Mike might be struggling with a loose car right now.
He's struggling. It feels like Harris is able to really roll the car in there. Sal really diving it in there. Shallow entry. Extremely shallow entry
Yeah, exactly right on that. He got very tight because of that shallow entry. Almost got into a very loose race car if Mike meant, but is able to hold off of him. But he lost all of that momentum.
Yeah, a lot of momentum lost there. That's big. Hopefully he still has the draft of Mind Killer there. If he doesn't, he's in trouble.
And meanwhile, Spencer is trying to take a peek to try to take the lead away from Harris.
And by the way, we mentioned that Mike lost all his positions. Oh, JD! Yep. Oh, what a save! My goodness.
Mike may try to stay off of Spencer because of the way they came off the corner there. He got loose, had to check up a little bit. JB and the guys behind him got checked up as well, and that nearly costed JB.
A really good stage finish. That was really close.
We are in the pit window and making the rest of the stage.
A lot of guys here wondering if maybe they've saved enough tires to be able to take fuel only. Tegan?
Oh,
Probably
no.
not.
Oh, Mind Killer.
There'll be no fuel only.
That was really close right there. Mind Killer got way too down there.
Yeah,
That's
got
one
that.
thing. This is not Auto Club. You cannot run the apron here.
And Tegan just hit it just a second ago, folks. This is a very line-sensitive racetrack, and you just saw it right there with the camera pointing at Mind Killer. Definitely cannot afford to put those tires down below the racing
Look how loose
groove.
everybody is off that corner. They all three of them went down to the low line, not up for accusing.
And they're both in 2 laps of fuel here, coming to lap 13, I believe. So this is going to be an interesting call here. I want to see if anyone goes down pit road or just stays
If
out.
I'm somebody in the back, I'm pitting by myself.
And that's exactly what S'mores is doing right now. Takes a very aggressive entry at a pit road. Hopefully he didn't get a speeding penalty.
I expect a lot of them going to start peeling off now just because
50
they have to, and plus they're not going to let S'mores get the jump on them.
Yeah. And as they're on lap 13, so they'll be coming out on lap 14 when they pit. Oh my.
Mikeman right there put Spencer in the wall. What was that?
What was I don't know what that was. I have absolutely no clue what that was. As here they come.
Yep, 8 is pitting. Everybody's pitting.
I don't know if he sped.
That was so aggressive.
That's a good entry.
Wow. What an incredible entry by JB.
He might have learned that with his former team.
Meanwhile, Sal's completing his stop. He's about to exit out of pit road. Then we got another guy here, S'mores. He's coming out of turn 2. You got Mind Killer in the 13 just now exiting pit road. So it's going to be interesting to see how all this unfolds when everybody comes back around.
Big stop for Harris, 15-3. There goes
Mike with the 16-3.
Oh.
Here comes JB. Darth Kylo with 2 tire stop.
I think he was in for damage, though. JB scared. The nerves for JB. JB might have taken 2 tires. Honest to God,
JB definitely took 2 tires. You got Spencer, Harris, Mikeman coming just now out of turn 2. S'mores just passed them all as well. I don't think S'mores took 2. I think he definitely took 4, so that's a good break for him. Wait, Sal's still down in pit road.
What happened to Sal? Oh, no. Did he lag out? Oh, that'd be a shame if he lagged out.
Presumably, Sal has lagged out, folks. We'll get confirmation here momentarily. Meanwhile, we are looking at the 8 of JB, if we can get our camera on him. He is out here with the lead.
On lap 15, coming to 16. I mean, S'mores, look at that entry that he...
Machines here.
No, he is trapped in a 54 sandwich right now.
Ooh, Harris just tagged the wall a little bit. Still has the draft to help his momentum carry up to Spencer's back bumper here. But yeah, there's something going on between him and Spencer. We need to figure out.
It looks like it.
We need to figure out what that's all about. But anyway.
Don't look now. Coming to lap 18. S'mores has closed that gap tremendously.
Tegan's on it when he said that JB's having to really back up his speed here to help conserve either on tires or fuel or maybe even both.
We know backing up your corner does not do anything for that right rear.
Nope. And this is where S'mores just undercutting them really gets him that advantage.
Is like deja vu right now with this 2 tire call and 4 tires chasing him coming to the finish.
Usually it's him with 4 and someone else on 2. The absolute irony in this.
Meanwhile, Mikeman now finally gets past the 54 Twix machine of Spencer here, but too little too late.
19.
Once S'mores catches that draft, he's really going to start reeling him in.
He's going to get there now.
As we ride on board, the hood cam of the 22 machine of S'mores definitely getting into the draft here. If it's not in his draft now, he's definitely going to be in his draft by the time they come off this corner exit. Just look at how much he closes the gap right there.
He really closes that gap, and it's very clear where 4 tires has the advantage here.
Yeah, oh yeah.
As we come to lap 20.
Yeah, S'more smells the stage win in front of him, folks.
He does, and he's going to get there. I don't think JB might fight him, but it's not going to be very much of a fight. Because look how deep S'mores is able to get into the corner, too.
Yeah, there's just nothing JB can do. Track's too wide and too fast to be able to put blocks and slide jobs of that kind of nature on him.
Yep, and there goes S'mores going for the lead, and he's going to get it here in this corner. There he goes. He's already cleared the 8. As they're coming to lap 21 here.
What a drive for this first stage for S'mores. Getting an excellent pit entry, taking those 4 tires to be able to slingshot ahead of JB. That has just took 2 tires, and presumably is going to nab the first stage win with ease.
Yep, and I mean as they're coming across half a lap to go in the stage, it looks like it's going to be S'mores. Let's see if JB maybe throws it in there. Very unlikely, but give it a shot. Nope.
Yeah, a little bit of a dramatic fashion there.
S'mores threw it in there before JB could even get his nose there. S'mores is going to come off turn number 4 here to finish first in the stage.
Followed by JB, and then Mike Min, and then Harris and Spencer rounding out your top 5.
Yeah. Obviously, I think what hurt the 254s and the 9, they were just battling.
Yes, but I also don't think if they were to try to bump draft each other, that they would have been able to catch up to the likes of them. Now, maybe they would have caught them, but I don't think they would have been able to pass them. But nevertheless, the 22 of S'mores nabs the first stage win.
He does. And they're going to have the long stage here.
I don't think Sal lagged out. I don't see nobody on pit road, and I feel like he's catching him on the back end, maybe.
So, yeah.
He is on ours, but he is not on theirs.
What?
So the game on our end, because 704 Games, folks, has shown Sal sitting here in pit road like he's lagged out. But, folks, do not be fooled. He is out on the racetrack.
He is in 4th.
This is absolutely
right there
ridiculous.
The gap between Mike and Harris is because of Sal.
So Sal actually rounding out the 4th place stage finish.
704 Games. We have to love it, right, guys?
Yeah, well, it shouldn't come as a surprise, but now it's the aggravation.
To be honest, if this is the biggest thing that I can complain about 704 right now, I'm fine.
Because there's a lot more to complain about.
No, that's true.
Now Mike has a 15-3.
And it looks like S'mores is going to hold the lead.
Yep. JB, Mike Min, Harris. Look at Wessel here rebounding from an abysmal first stage incident with Mike Min getting loose. Now he's up here in 5th. But we'll see how the lane picks will go about. With that being said, let's go ahead and put our eyes on the 22 machine of S'mores with a rear view and seeing where everybody lines up at.
I think you expect the 22 to pick the outside, and then
first
everyone
black
else
sign is the choose cone. Almost like it already happened.
Yep.
We missed it. I don't know.
Yeah. So everybody pretty much respectively in whatever positions that they came out of pit road
Defaulted.
Yeah. The only difference with Wessel coming out in 5th, he's up there in 6th. No, wait a second. I forget.
That's Sal.
That's Sal.
Sal is the 3rd car on the top line in line
He
because
is.
there's a gap there.
Yep, Sal. So Sal's in 6th. Folks, you're going to have to hang tight with us. We apologize for these odd technical difficulties.
Yep.
But Sal, our Mexican ghost, is still out on the racetrack. Don't be fooled, folks.
As they go back to the green, what a start by JB there and Harris. Very good starts for them. As Wessel's going to go 3 wide with Sal and Mike, because even though we can't see So
You
he
can
is
tell.
there.
That is odd, dude. That is so odd. But yeah, S'mores though, without the help, still gets in front of JB. But we'll see
Yeah.
how long that'll stay. Yep, there he
And
goes.
it's not going to stay very long. And there goes Harris following suit.
Mikeman going to give a little bit of love to S'mores here, maybe, depending on how he, if he's feeling frisky to make it 3 wide or not. Has to back up his entry there a little bit, though.
And Mike's not happy with Spencer there as he threw it in there behind him. Again, Michigan, known to cause some hot heads.
You know what? Let's put our hood camera on the Hornet himself, Dirty Dan, a.k.a. Spencer. He's right behind the guy that is giving him grief right now, which is Mikeman, trying to slide it up to make it 3 wide outside of the other 54 machine of Harris and Mikeman himself, but ends up losing a position to Wessel.
Yeah, as it's going to go back to 2 wide from first to looks like 6th, practically. Now, I can't see South, so maybe he's there as well, but I cannot see him.
You know what? Let's see here. I'm going to put my eyes on Mikeman's stream as well to see just exactly where Sal is hanging out at, so we can get a little bit of perspective on that, folks. Let's see here.
He is nowhere to be seen. If I can get, I'm gonna get Sal's stream up.
Okay, Sal's on the very high lane here, sitting right behind Wessel. Now he's ducking into the low lane right there behind Spencer.
Okay, so we're gonna have a lag yellow here. I think for the 19.
Wait a sec.
He was too far behind.
Oh, okay, I'm seeing it now. That was Mind Killer I was looking at. That wasn't Sal. So I'm curious if that's what happened. If Sal kind of got a little bit of 19's lag causing a wreck.
Yeah, and 19 left because of his lag. He just didn't want to cause any chaos. I feel bad for the 19. I feel like he could have had a good run if it wasn't for
yeah, that was a
any
lag
issues.
yellow because the 13 was behind the 19, and he kind of put himself in that position. I know what he was doing. He thinks he's a sly dog, but he's not.
Now, Tegan, we all know how much love you have for the driver of the 13 machine here.
Oh, it's nothing to do with that. I just know what he's doing. I knew what he was doing. For him to be behind a lagging car, that's already behind himself, I knew exactly what he was doing. And this caution kind of takes that out of play.
So much love.
This was a fuel mileage race until this caution came out.
And
and
the rule is he cannot use his shifter.
Which is the reason why he was far behind. He was saving it the old-fashioned way, which was lifting and drafting. He just picked the wrong dude to draft off of.
So now he's completely taken that out.
Well, we will put our eyes on Darth Kylo since he is the very first piss box and the one that just put himself behind the wall here. So the
15-1 stop for Sal.
What a stop.
I believe he's the leader, is he not? Or is that JBMC?
JB's the leader. Sal right now is in 8th.
Correct.
I'm just trying to watch his stream.
So we will keep our eyes on JB and get in the rear view angle here to see where everybody chooses their lanes. S'mores, instead of taking the outside lane, decides to staying right behind JB, which will allow Mikeman to start up front row.
Very interesting.
Something to keep in mind, this may still be a strategy race. It's just not going to be a fuel strategy race.
Absolutely.
This is going to fall into S'mores' hands here.
I don't know. I think the fuel mileage race might have, but also on the flip side, he was leading the top line that whole run, so he wasn't saving any gas either. It would have been hard, but anybody that could have done it probably would have been Mind Killer.
So here we go. JB up in the front. Alongside him, Mikeman. 22, 98, 54, 13, 54, and then Sal in the
and
10.
The 10.
We go to green here once again.
Mike jumped it.
Had to lay off.
Jumped it. That's gonna hurt him a little bit. He tried to time it. It's really hard to time these restarts here in this league because so many people have different times of when they go. And S'more's got a little tight there behind JB. He's gonna have to lift there a little bit. It's gonna allow Mike to get back up into third.
And
he's
try
gonna
to
go for
put a move
second
on
right
him.
out of the gate.
Here comes Mikeman.
Oh. He had an angle there to maybe throw it in a little harder to get his car up under JB.
But as Tegan says, it may end up being a tire strategy race. So him trying to put these moves on aggressively here at the beginning of the restart may hurt him in the long run.
Right.
It just depends on what you can get on fuel. Some of these guys may only do 12, which puts them magically on the number. Because we went back to green with 36, 35 to go, so
yeah,
or 34 to go. So it just depends on how rough you are with that right rear and how loose of a slider you're set up on. And I'm betting most people on here are on a 6, if not above.
Yeah, especially with these cars where they're just so much tighter. You need to be able to be looser to get this car to turn here. As Mike's rolling up to JB now, let's see if he makes a move. Okay, we're going to go passing the grass almost here. Holy moly.
Which is exactly what he did. And I'm telling you, folks, I don't know if he meant to do that or not, but Mike Min's on trying to take all that he can at what's in front of him.
I mean, Mike...
I mean, what he did do, he caused a stack up.
It sure did, Tegan. And now look at JB already just a half a second
Breaking
out
the draft, by the way.
Yeah, pulling a little Spencer move on everybody here. Don't see it sufficing for long, but
nope. There goes Spencer up all the way to the high line.
I think Spencer is not getting cut no breaks this race from anybody.
Nope. Mind Killer can't turn. He's tight. S'more's all the way to the bottom. I think that's 3 wide back there. And Mike's going to hurry up and get back to JB here.
S'more's falling all the way back to the end of the pack right here.
This has been a rough restart for the 22 here. Very rough restart.
Oh, looks like the 98 trying to hold off the 54 machine. I don't know if he got too tight going in or not, but still holds off.
He was going 208 into the corner. He was flying. Flying in the Xfinity car. He's going to make a move here, I think. I think he might try to... Oh, no, he's going to fall right back in line.
Which is not a really bad deal at all because, you know, let's say you're playing this out. Oh, actually, he does make a move on the outside here.
What a power move there. Oh, my goodness. Power move by the 98 there.
He did have some help behind him.
With the help behind...
Comes the 98.
Yep.
To the lead he comes.
Mike Min now swarmed by the 54 machines, much like he was there at the end of the first stage, watching David Wessel try to take the lead away from JB. Falls back a little bit. Now he's going to give him a little bump draft. Oh, no!
Mike's getting a little too aggressive with these moves here. He's getting a little too big for his britches.
If I'm the 54 Harris and I had that move put on me by Mike Man that wasn't really necessary to make, I would try to find my way past that car ASAP.
Yep. Mike's going to side draft here. He's not going to be able to get down because Harris is coming fast. He is hauling.
Keep an eye on that 13 car, see if he moves up the field any. If he stays back behind this the whole run, that's a car to watch for some strategy late in the race.
Yeah.
Possibly 2 tires?
No, possibly fuel.
You got to have right sides. I don't think you'll make it unless he's just good at saving. And he's got to do it without the clutch, so I don't know how good he is.
Mike Man using that apron there. Try to get a little run off there to get by JB. Ends up losing a little bit of momentum. Now has to slide up in front of Wessel.
Yep, and there we go again. Mike's going to get there again to the lead. Just massive stack-ups right there. And the only one that's really benefiting from this He's a 13 because he's able to just stay back and with more draft.
Ooh, Harris almost got really loose coming off that corner there. Ends up saving it, but loses the momentum. I give that 98 a lot of credit. No help from really anybody giving him a bump draft from behind, and he is still able to hold himself strong down on the bottom lane on the backstretch.
And Spencer made a 3-wide move to get into third. What a move.
We're going to watch Spencer, see if he makes any kind of bogus there. I told you, here it comes already.
Yep.
He's going for second, so.
Here we go.
It happened so
Give
fast.
an inch and they take a mile.
Yeah. And here he goes with another 54 machine trying to bump draft him from behind. He's a little contact.
Ooh, he got loose or he got scared.
There was definitely
JB
contact
after breaking
made.
the draft.
Spencer said he does not care. There goes Mike 3-wide in between the 54 machines.
Yeah,
That's
he kind of split up into the 54 again.
That's second time now that the 9 has gone to the sports clip machine, and you know that Harris has got to remember this for sure.
Wessel is not happy right now with Spencer as they go from into lap 38 here.
Here comes Wessel on the outside for the lead. It might stick. It just depends on how much of it gets from the 54
He's
here.
nothing.
He's going to get that whiff coming off of the exit here.
he's
54 is loose.
Oh, and the 8 got loose too.
JB's breaking draft.
Oh my God! Look at Mike making it 3-way between the 54 and the 22. Mike, man, is taking no prisoners right now. Mike is taking no prisoners.
We need to put some of our own guys here in the Cup Series on alert to watch these guys right here. This is an excellent battle. If you ain't watching this right now, folks, you are missing out.
Oh my goodness, Wessel's throwing it in there. Oh, little contact. Here comes. Here comes.
Oh man!
Trying to make it 3-wide.
I'm telling you.
Oh, a little loose.
If I was a midweek regular, that 9 car's got a bullseye on his back bumper here.
He's had one for a little bit. He's getting really aggressive. My killer, again, kind of flirting with danger there. That's not where you want to be.
Now, to give a little bit of credit to Mike Man. Now, the last time we saw Mike Man get this aggressive, he said that it was due to a lot of guys being aggressive on him from the very start, and he was just giving it back to him.
Happening. We are coming up on pit stop. Fuel lights are on right now, so and we are piled up again. So
yeah. My killer and Spencer are not making friends with Wessel today. Let's see if Spencer goes 3-wide here. Nope. I think he thought about it for a second.
He's still thinking about it. S'mores.
Oh, Spencer really loose. Oh my lord.
yeah, this is the end of the run. Oh, JB taking the short. Oh, a lot of late entries there.
Yep. Wessel with
And
a
that's
speeding
gonna hurt
pit.
Wessel.
Yep. He wrecks. He gets a speeding penalty. He's got a repair damage. He's essentially out of this race unless a caution comes out.
Oh my goodness.
Man, what a tough break.
Spencer with an aggressive pit entry too. So the
That
three
might
that
go
stay
up
out
in
does not.
second.
Yep.
Ooh, Mike's going to sputter. Something to keep an eye on. I think he's going to sputter here.
Sputter. See.
Which means he might get ran over.
He's sputtering. He is sputtering. He is sputtering. Oh.
He just barely. Oh, he's wrecking. He's wrecking. Oh no! With no fuel, he wrecks in the inside apron. Oh my goodness!
This is shades of the first race at Michigan last year in the Cup Series. He did the same exact thing.
That's what happens when you run out of fuel. It's that sputtering that will get you.
And it causes your back wheels to catch and cause you to kick it out and spin out just exactly the way we saw him do.
That's why running it that long is very dangerous.
What an incredible series of events that had just unfolded before our eyes.
Yep.
Meanwhile, here comes JB and the 254 machines crossing the start-finish line as we see the two cats of Mind Killer and S'mores just now exiting pit road.
I think Wessel took 2 tires here. He's way ahead right now. I think he took 2 this stop.
That might be the
never
damage
mind.
he had to fix.
Yeah, damage. Whoops.
Yep.
I'm gonna say he's way out there. Like, what the hell?
He's actually, I think, a half a track behind all of the guys here because again he had the speeding penalty and he wrecked, so he had to fix that damage as well. So here we are.
Now
with
we're going to see what 4 fresh tires can get you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's gonna get Harris. He's gonna give Harris a position. Here we go.
Yeah, but here he goes trying to battle it out for a second, trying to take the
for
lead
2
out of JB.
positions here.
Yep, here he goes. Trying to get underneath JB for the lead. It's going to allow
JB's
Spencer.
holding very strong.
Yep, it's going to allow Spencer maybe to come off the exit here to try to make it 3 wide.
I would expect Spencer to get behind the 8 and then make the move after he clears the 54 of Harris. Well, he's not going to be able to clear him there.
But if you're so if you're Spencer, why help the 8? Because you know the 8's got a little bit of a better handling car out front. So if you can get Harris in front of him, you have a better chance of both of them getting each other a little upset to where you can get by them both at the same time. Because now you got the 13 and the 22 behind you caught up.
Yeah, and by the way, would love to mention Sal's within this group here, I think. I can't really see him. We can't see him as he is Casper the Ghost.
I tell you right now, there is 5 cars up here in the lead pack. So if he would make 6 wherever he's at. So if you see his running position,
because because there's a gap. I think he's in 4th because he's got a gap there's a gap in between S'mores and Mindkiller. Oh, there goes Harris making a move. Spencer gonna follow suit? No, he's backs off. That's gonna allow Sal and S'mores and a bunch of other people get there. If I'm not mistaken, because Sal's got to be in there. There's just too much of a gap somewhere.
Sal's in it. He's somewhere around them guys because it was showing Mindkiller, S'mores 5th and 6th prior to these guys catching up to the front 3 here.
He's now in 6th right now.
Okay, now in 6th. These cats right here, I wish we could see Sal. I would love to.
Now we have teammates working the front. Do they work together to try to keep the leads, or do they work against each other? And
I mean, they're
looks like they ain't got a choice because the 54 kind of split up. That's fresh tires right there.
Yep. As they have, I believe, 17 laps to go. It's lap 46 here, guys. So S'mores is going to take the lead here. Mindkiller, is that Mindkiller? Or is that is Mindkiller? Whoa, that's a bad entry there by Mindkiller. Really, really bad entry.
Definitely cooking up the right front tires doing it that way.
To keep in mind, you've got 2 strategizers back there in the back of this field, or back of this pack here. I don't think JB gave that up fighting. I think he's got a plan, and we all know Mindkiller usually does. So.
Yep, and he can't use his shifter, so he's got to use different plans.
Mindkiller kind of holds him up there a little bit, though.
Yeah.
As these cats go to single file out here, you got the 22 S'mores out in front of Harris. Harris out in front of, I'm presuming that it's Mindkiller. I don't know where Sal is, but...
Sal is still in 6th.
Okay, so in that order then, you've got 13 of Mindkiller in 3rd. JB trying to take 4th away from Spencer here, which will put him back in 5th.
Which it looks like he's going to be able to.
But I'm like Tegan. I don't think he gave up all of those positions because he's trying to fight it off. He's definitely got something going on, which kind of makes me wonder why he's battling Spencer.
I don't know. Maybe Spencer's got a little bit of a loose race car.
I think you always want to be ahead of Spencer when that looseness kicks in at the end of this run.
He's really throwing it in there, too. He got right to the back bumper, Mindkiller there.
Here
With all
comes
this checking.
JB. Yep.
JB done that to himself.
Yep. They were dicing around a little bit there, JB. We thought he can go to the high lane of Spencer.
Look, he might have changed his mind the last second.
Yeah.
Almost costing him dearly.
Because I was about to say, it looks like the bottom was checking up enough to where JB could have got him maybe 1 or 2 spots just on the high line alone there.
He just second-guessed himself and went back down. And here comes Spencer trying to go for the lead here. Let's see if the 54 of Harris throws that block.
It looks like he got a little contact there, too.
That's just a Spencer level driving there. Throw it in the bottom, just light her up, don't care.
And we apologize for not mentioning about the 54 of Harris taking the lead away from S'mores, as S'mores now falls all the way.
Yeah.
If it was on my screen, I was too busy looking at JB making all that contact with Spencer.
Would love to mention.
3 wide,
I
maybe?
believe
Ooh,
we have a
thought better of
P2
it.
Sally. We have a P2 for Sal here.
P2 for Sal. Okay.
Our Casper the Ghost is in P2 right now, guys.
So he is wide after all.
We're going to have to. If he finishes top 3, I'm definitely going to ask him.
Mention that.
Yeah.
I want him to win this race. I want him to win this race.
Sal in the 10, ghosting around here.
Do we think we see any more mistakes made on pit entry?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
If I was to see anybody make a mistake, I would put my eyes first on the Twix machine.
If I'm betting where the mistake happens, it's either on pit road or because one of them decides to get too aggressive.
That's the sports clip, throwing it in there.
Yep.
That was a late entry.
Very late entry.
Pushed him up. Done the job, though. I mean, it almost did.
Didn't do the job much.
It did the job for S'mores.
There is no such thing as giving an inch here. No such thing.
JB going to get 2 spots there, maybe 3, because it looks like S'mores kind of second-guessed his block there.
Now look who's coming up, who's second here, or maybe third. Again, I can't remember where Sal is now, if he's still up there, but man.
Sal's back in 6. He fell back a little bit.
Okay, fell back in 6. Okay.
Yeah. But S'mores, he might be able to get back to Spencer. Let's see when people start pitting here, because that's going to be when all hell breaks loose.
We already got him coming in.
Oh, he's too fast.
I don't know. Yes,
he sped. Oh yeah, he definitely sped. He
did. Mind Killer must have been right there with him because he's right on his bumper.
Yeah, Mind Killer right behind Harris here. Don't think that's Mind Killer got a speeding penalty though, but unfortunately the 54 haircut machine did.
So they pit as soon as they got in their window. So there is no strategy for them.
Nope.
Oh, Spencer running it like a plate race right now. And it messed up his entry, which messes up everybody behind him.
Yep.
Yeah.
And here he comes. Well, I think, yep. Everybody's coming in now.
JB, I don't know. JB
really got in there really fast. What's the words, Egan?
It looks like JB sped too. Like,
I think he did. He's bitching about it. He's talking about it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yep.
Of all the guys I would have expected to make a mistake, he would have been my last guess.
I think Mike might have sped too.
Oh my goodness.
Which is insult to injury. If he didn't, it's going to be right on the money if he didn't.
What are the chances that it comes down between S'mores, Spencer, and Sal?
Mike's good. He had another 15-1. What a waste of a good pit stop.
Him wrecking on pit road did not help him.
And all of a sudden, here we go with the 13 machine of Mind Killer coming around these two cats who are coming off turn 2. Trying to get in front of Spencer. Spencer throws a half block.
He wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
He really wanted to there. But Spencer's got the fresher tires. So I want to see
where's Sal at? Where's Sal at?
Sal is P5 right now.
He's not in this lead draft then.
He is. He's right behind S'mores.
Who's 4th? Because
S'mores is 4th.
All right, who's
Wessel
second,
hasn't
3rd?
pit yet.
Okay, that's where it's at. He's on pit road right now, actually.
Yeah.
So.
There goes Spencer. He's going to make the move.
I think now this is where the aggressiveness will kick in. It just depends on who's going to do it most.
There he goes.
S'mores almost made it 3 wide.
Look at this. He wanted to.
S'mores trying to make it 3 wide.
If I'm S'mores, I am sending it on Spencer the first chance I get, whether he makes the corner or not.
And you know Spencer's
really sending it in there. This is a different type of S'mores here. This is a S'mores that just wants to get another win.
This guy right here,
he doesn't give a shit.
No, this guy in the 22 machine, he's had all that he can stand from the likes of these cats right here being aggressive and taking advantage of his kindness. He's going to tell them how he is now.
Here he goes. You got to get down there. He got him.
S'mores with a bumper. I'm telling you, this cat right here. He's going to tell him this is the kind of side that will show up
if
too.
I'm driving this 22, I'm sending it wide and I'm running him up the racetrack and getting him out of this pack.
I think he's gonna want right. He might run him wide too. Oh, he might clear him.
Well, he's got that 13 machine to worry about, but the 13 got really tight coming off that corner here. Now he's got a half a car length advantage. Side driving from Spencer going into turn 1 here. They're going to be side by side once again.
If I'm S'mores, this is where I really send him wide.
Poor Monocular, trying to decide who he wants to work with. 2 former teammates.
Oh, Spencer sent himself wide.
He got the run off though.
He got the run off. Yep.
Down to the line. This is if you're S'mores, you've got to send him out wide. You've got to get him out of the picture.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, Mindkiller's kind of halfway saving his tires too. With these guys right here,
we are coming to 5 to go. By the way, I think that is 5
to go
right
here. It's 5 to go.
Which
Spencer
means
goes for the crossover.
Yep.
Let's see if Spencer puts him wide here.
And he knows there's no more yellows.
Get the run off here. Maybe
Yep.
he has help.
A little side drafting here too.
I think Mindkiller is waiting on an accident.
And if I'm Mindkiller, I don't blame him. The last time one of these races, way back, my rookie season, the Xfinity Series, Tegan, yours as well.
He's running people up the racetrack.
Tegan, yours as well. When Sal won the truck race in Michigan, that was a crazy race.
4 laps to go. Spencer really trying to side draft as hard as he can without touching the 22 machine, but the 22 giving it right back to him on the outside here.
He's got it. He can't let him clear. If you let him clear, then you got to work him back up on the crossover. And we know Spencer will run you to the white line like it's Talladega.
Sal's now out of the race. It lagged him out.
Oh, it finally lagged him out. Okay.
Oh, man.
So now
we are coming to 3 to go. Oh, he sends it.
He's going to do the crossover, though.
Cross it over. Don't let him block you. You better take it to the exit.
He's going to block him.
He gave it a block, but it was not to be denied. Here comes the S'mores machine coming to the stripe with 3 laps to go.
Oh, Spencer
he's taking too wide of an entry. Oh, that fucked up. Mindkiller, he might spin out here.
Oh,
this ain't over yet, folks.
Now, if you're S'mores, you got to block. You have to block him.
And that's what he's doing.
Oh my goodness, he's running him all the way down.
It was not a bad block, but Spencer definitely with the aggression. Going to make a crossover move here again, potentially.
No, he's going to... Coming to 2 to go, aren't we not?
Oh, and he gets up into him. S'mores will not be... Oh, man, with some contact.
2 to go.
Leave him low. Fuck up his entry.
He's going to get one more shot with less than 2 laps to go here at the Twix machine. Sizing him up.
He's got to move him now. I think if he's waiting way too long. Oh, S'mores going to let him enter low.
That's not a bad move, though. He made Spencer force a shallow entry that's going to cut his momentum, so he's going to go to the high side.
He's again!
Yep. I think Spencer might have shoved him up. I'm not sure if there was contact, man.
Yeah, I think at this point it's all bets are off with Spencer.
Final lap. Here we go. Turn 1 for the final time. Coming
Here
down.
we go. S'mores just throws it in there.
Can he make it stick?
S'mores is...
Mindkiller looking.
Here we go. S'mores has really got to send it in there. S'mores under the inside. Here comes Mindkiller. Into turn 3 for the final time.
S'mores has got the position, but he doesn't have the momentum. Here comes Mindkiller.
Here we go, side by side of the line.
Contact made at the stripe. It's Spencer. Wow.
What a race. S'mores needed to move him. He couldn't. He needed to move him in turn 2. Needed to get him up and move him wide. Not aggressive enough.
Meanwhile, back here,
way too nice there.
Meanwhile, we had a battle back here with Harris and Mikeman and JB here for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Oh my goodness. Harris barely holds off Mikeman. Mikeman barely holds off JB. We had a battle back there too. Dirty Dan, Spencer Boyce, coming away with a win. A valiant effort from S'mores in the 22 to try to make the move on him to win the race was not enough to be able to edge out the Twix machine here as Mindkiller finishes up behind him in third as well. What a race. What a finish.
Absolutely crazy finish. S'mores should have ran him wide as soon as he saw Spencer throw it in. Should have ran him wide instantly.
I don't think he could have, but I think he was more worried about the third team making a move behind him.
It just allowed Spencer to throw it in.
If you do it right, you can still throw it in there, run them up the racetrack, and keep on trucking.
Oh, absolutely. But
S'mores
I think
is just not aggressive enough sometimes, and I could tell that he looks like he backed it up, trying not to get into Spencer when he really should have just let it go.
Yeah, that's you gotta let it go sometimes, and that would have been the time. He would have had the fastest lap plus the win. He really should have thrown it in there. Man, what a finish.
I don't. S'mores with the fastest lap?
Yes.
S'mores
so
with the
Okay.
fastest lap.
So S'mores with the fastest lap. As we await the race winner of Spencer.
I'll tell you right now, we're going to have to make this one, like, we can't, just let him sit in here, so, just a heads up.
Yeah, we'll make it as fast as possible. Because I have really nothing to say right now. I'm still trying to... I got a baseball game that I get ready to turn on.
And here is your race winner. As you hear the excitement of Spencer Boyce winning midweek series race here at Michigan. Spencer, congratulations on your win, buddy.
Thank you. That was my heart was pounding the whole time with me and S'mores.
I bet it was, man. It took a lot of effort, took a lot of courage to fight off the 22 machine as strong as he was, and the 13 of Mindkiller. Did you think that you were going to lose it there for a second?
Yeah, because my car was flamming tight in the middle of the corner because Cameron had the draft. Yeah, Cameron had the draft, and so did Mindkiller. Because they would get runs off the corner. My car was plowing tight out of the turns, and the draft was just crazy. Everyone was slicing and dicing, and then we had some unfortunate pin mistakes. Go ahead.
Oh, you're fine, Spencer. Tegan, Ryan, anything from you all?
So you seemed like you were a little aggressive there. Are you afraid that might carry over into the Cup race this weekend?
No,
with some people besides S'mores?
Maybe. I mean, I didn't make too many drivers mad at me. I just got a warning of not doing anything stupid by dive bombing at 3 wide into the turns. So, but it was fun.
It looks fun.
Looking fun for sure as you nab the win. Ryan, you got anything, buddy?
I do not.
Alrighty. Well, Spencer, we're going to try to make this quick, buddy. We appreciate you hopping on and talking with us about your win.
Thank you.
Congratulations on getting it, man.
Congratulations, Spencer.
Thanks. See you at Kansas.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Gotta get the last word.
He always does.
He's gotta get the last word.
Oh man. Well, as we await on S'mores here, our second place finisher, I already sent him a message to go ahead and join. So we know that he definitely had the car to win, and tough break for him for not getting it, but nevertheless was a very eventful race for him as he's just now joining. S'mores, you got your breath in, buddy?
I think I'm still trying to catch her a little.
Well, walk us through your second place finish and what you could have done to try to nab the win from Spencer, buddy.
Well, he was doing some very massive blocking. Like, he was like all the way to the white line on the backstretch, which was kind of crazy. But I had to go back up to the wall going into turn 3 just to get a good arc into the corner. Because if you enter that low on the bottom, you're just going to shoot straight up the track.
Yeah, he said he was plowing tight. I don't think he was plowing tight so much as just bad injuries from blocking.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he was playing defense. That's what it was. But he did buff me up a little on a couple times. There was one that I think was coming to the white flag. He basically doored me up the track in the middle of 3 and 4, and then I got a little frustrated there. So I was gonna try and move him back, like on sometime in the final lap. If I got close enough, I was gonna do it in 1 and 2, but he gave me the bottom in 1 and 2, so I took advantage of it. Then I tried to side draft him down the backstretch, and I had to keep my eye on my mirror too because I was worried that my kill was gonna make it 3 wide. So I had to go on offense and defense at the same time, and I chose to go defense into turn 3. And then I thought I would have enough of a 1 off the corner to at least get up to Spencer's door, but unfortunately I only got to his quarter panel, and I made contact with him, trying to do the last ditch effort that I could, and that just seemed to slow me down and clear me. So if there was, I think there could have been something that I could have been able to do, but at the end of the day, I really don't think I could have. There's really much anything different that I could have done, honestly.
Ryan, Tegan?
No, you hit on my question that I was going to have, which was the aggressiveness part.
do you think if you go back and watch replays of the broadcast or whatever you have available, do you think you might find something that you could have done differently? Like, I think I mentioned I think before we came to 5 to go, I was telling the guys that if I'm in the 22 car with the way the massive blocks he's throwing, I'm getting him out of my way quickly before he hose me up. And do you think you could have been more aggressive on the last lap by just flat out just full throttling it up into the last corner and running him up wide, and still be able to throttle up enough to keep ahead of the 13?
That did come to my mind. Coming to 3 and 4, he was right on my door, so I thought about, hitting the gas a little longer, staying the gas a little longer, and try to door him up the track. But I was worried if I would have done that, I think my kill would have gotten underneath me. So I don't think that would have been a smart move. I still probably would end up second that way. It would just been roles reversed. But I think if I didn't give him the bottom on the front stretch, I think it was like 4 to go. It was like 4 to go, 3 to go. I cleared him on the front stretch, and then I pulled back up on the track, and I gave him the bottom. I think if I would have blocked him there, I think it would have been a much different story.
Well, Tegan asked Spencer if he felt like that the aggression that he had enforced himself onto several drivers tonight, yourself including, would carry over into Kansas. And he said that he probably believes that it would carry over into Kansas. A little bit of retaliation maybe to expect out of there. But for your
breaks given.
Yeah, all the break. Yeah. Are you expecting going to Kansas with that mentality, or just kind of keep it within the division?
It just depends on whatever he did on Sunday that might result in it coming up Sunday. That might result in a little bit of payback, but
that's fair.
But if nothing happens on Sunday, then I'm not going to do anything. But if he instigates it, then I might have to do something back to him, because I still remember Daytona from all the way back at the beginning of the year when he basically took me out of the race for the win, for the winning. So I still got that in the back of my mind. I keep joking with him, but I was like, hey, I ain't forgot Daytona. So I still got that in my mind. So I think that's the second incident now. So
Fair point.
Little bit of mind games from S'mores here too.
So another question. You've been really like starting to hit on some great finishes and great runs, and you're not looking into them. You're getting them because you're there at the end. Do you think you may or are becoming the favorite for the title in the Midweek series?
Well, with the most recent few ones, I think I finished top 3 in like 3 or 4 straight races at this point. I think it's more, but this kind of consistency is what I need to be championship material and championship caliber. So I would think that, especially with Harris and Kylo having issues tonight and basically the past few races, I would not be surprised at all if I am the championship contender or the guy to beat for the title. And I would think I am the guy to beat right now.
There you hear, folks. Yeah, S'mores, honestly, and I haven't talked amongst the guys here, I want to deem you the king of trucks. Is that a fair statement? Can we deem you the king of trucks?
Well, with the races so far, I got first, second. So, yeah, you can call me the king of the trucks.
Well, alrighty. Well, with that being said, we appreciate you, King of Trucks, Mr. S'mores. Congratulations on your second place finish. We will see you at Kansas, buddy.
Yes, sir. I want that national win. The dirt I can care less about. I got my truck win, and I've been so close in these Xfinity cars. I really want to get one this year. But that'll be next time at Iowa. So we'll see how that goes.
Yes, sir. Thanks again for joining us, Morris. You have a good night, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Have
y'all
a nice,
too.
Morris.
Yep, thank you, Brian. Good night, Tegan. Y'all did thank y'all for the podcast tonight.
Thank you.
De nada.
As we await for Mindkiller to hop on board, do you think Mindkiller...
I've got a certain question to ask him.
You know what?
Because I kind of noticed something on that last... I was on his view the whole time, so...
Well, your question could be asked right now. Mr. Mindkiller, coming out with a third-place finish, buddy. Walk us through real quick, buddy.
I mean, I gave it my all there. I didn't think I was going to win that race with how my car was handling at the end and how fast both S'mores and Spencer was. I didn't think that I was going to win, but I was giving it my all. I was being in third. I was certainly playing a little factor in for the both of them. Like,
that's part of my
what
question.
move was I gonna do?
Yeah. To me, it kind of looked like you were like, it's like you didn't know which line to go with. It's almost like you didn't want to play a factor because it seemed like you should have been able to suck up and you wasn't sucking up to any one of their bumpers the whole time that y'all were racing for the lead there after the last cycle of pit stops. So I don't know if you didn't want to play a factor, if the car just wasn't handling and sucking up, or you just were waiting for them to wreck.
I wanted to. I knew I could do it, but my car was not able to pull it off. I mean, it's just the draft, like, it wouldn't really do anything much for some reason. It was whatever I was doing or whatever how my car was that I just couldn't really pull it off. I couldn't even hold off Spencer, keep him behind me. One thing I will say, though, I kind of feel bad for Sal, though. Like, he was right there behind me. He could have got third.
We spent that whole race watching him on pit road, so
yeah,
we couldn't even see him either. On ours, he was actually lagged out the whole time. Yeah, he didn't lag out till the end in the race, but on ours, he lagged out before the stage.
I was watching the stream at the same time, and I saw a car on there. I couldn't tell who it was.
Yeah, it was him.
But Sal was there, like, right there with me, and battling for third. He could have had it. But with him lagging out, it was just unfortunate.
Ryan, you got anything for him, buddy? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
He had a
Michael.
good car in the end. But
Yeah,
yeah,
we kind
what
of
is
noticed
it?
that he was playing spoiler there.
Ryan?
Ryan, you
Was
have
Ryan
anything?
gonna
Or
say
are you
something?
watching baseball?
No, I'm not. No, I don't have anything, but besides one thing. It seemed like at first, until that caution came out, were you trying to save like any sort of tire or fuel
When
until
you were
that
behind
lag
the
caution
19?
came? Yeah.
I was, hanging back, being easy on the throttle behind them, just
I
trying
know
to.
you so well. You are the you are the yang to my yin. So you are my oil to my water. I know you so well. But you should have
Hang
knew better
back.
to sit behind a lagging car.
Oh.
Hang back and be easy on the throttle and try and save as much fuel as you can.
But to sit behind a lagging car.
Who was
We were sitting behind Kylo.
Oh, I don't think I saw him lagging that much in front of me in that time.
Oh
He was
no!
lagging hard. He quit because of
Hardcore. Well, my killer, nevertheless, you came out. Nevertheless, my God, words are escaping my brain, and I can't say nothing right anymore. You came out with a third place finish. We were all thrilled to see the battle that was happening with you and those that were around you, and ultimately gave you a third place finish, man. So, congratulations on your podium finish.
Yeah, it was a fun battle, especially watching Spencer and S'mores, just hanging back watching them battle it out.
How would you have done that differently if you were the 22 car? Let me ask. Or would you have been a little bit more aggressive, considering that Spencer was throwing haymakers and throwing blocks to the white line like it was Talladega?
Going into turn 3 on that last lap, I would have ran it as hard as I possibly could. I would have not let off. I would have kept on going. If the guy if it was if I was in S'mores' place and he was in my place, I wouldn't even be worried about him. If he went on the inside of me, I would have let him take it and just rolled it to the finish.
So what you're saying, anybody but Spencer? You already said it. You already said it.
That's all, folks.
I guess, yeah.
Oh, man. Well, my killer, we appreciate you hopping on and talking with us, buddy. Go and enjoy your rest of your night, buddy, okay?
All right.
Alrighty. Ryan, Tegan, I'm sure we already think the same way, but final thoughts?
It seems like these midweek races have kind of been the lit series here lately with Vegas. The dirt race was kind of there. It's just we had a lot of lag. Gateway, we had a lot of strategy, and so it feels like these high speed tracks are really putting on a good show, which is something that we like to see in the midweek. It's kind of the reason why we run it, give everybody in the the lower. I don't want to say lower. It's not lower talent. It's people who often don't get chances to win a chance in this series, and we saw that come out today. With the exception of my killer, he's not low, but he ain't high anymore. But he's mid. But he's very mid. But with S'mores and Spencer, going at it, and before that we had Sal up there before he lagged out. So, yeah, it's just this is what this series was made for, and it's good to see that it's still living up to its thought process.
Yeah, absolutely. As we have awkward silence from Ryan.
He's watching his balls.
No, I'm not. For me, it was just a insane race. Great finish too. Tegan, you hit on the races. Besides, for me and Kevron, Durbin was not fun to broadcast just because of how crazy that and how short that race was. But Vegas and Gateway really put on two great shows. Vegas just being so aggressive as it was, and then, like you said, Tegan's, you needed to be smart with your moves. You had to save tires. Strategy was a massive thing. And when strategy calls, usually you ring the bell or someone else will ring the bell. And Morris almost had where he was perfect. It's just this time it was down to who was more aggressive. And we know how aggressive Spencer can get, and it ended up paying off for him this time around. Might not next time, but it did this time.
For sure, and you know, for me, just you know, the barn burners that we've been seeing out of these high-speed tracks, as Tegan just touched on, man, seems to be where all the talent really blossoms, and you know, all of that too for a lot of guys helps them kind of get used to racing that way in the Cup Series whenever they you know, race on Sundays as well, and kind of become a little more competitive from that perspective. And you know, that's a good thing. I agree with Tegan completely that the Midweek Series is living up to its hype yet again, or still, I should say, not yet again, but anyway.
And another, I want to touch on this too, Kevron. It's good that that there's broadcasters now doing this with me and Kevron doing it, because now we're able to show these really good races where you just have guys going flat out all the way 100 no matter what's going on. I mean, obviously strategy at Gateway, but Gateway is a different track entirely. That's a strategy track no matter what. But like you just see where these guys are able to go full out 100% all the time, and you can see even when the Cup guys come down here, they're just going full out. I mean, Mike Wessel, besides Mindkiller really didn't, but he's the outlier. But you saw Mike and Wessel really get aggressive to like just get the lead. Mike was making ungodly amount of moves, 3 wides and all this other stuff that allowed him to get up front, and then Wessel from time to time had a 3-wide move here or there.
Yeah, and you know, these guys right here with you know, some of the Cup Series regulars coming in, like Tegan, like Bradley, you know, these other guys that are coming in as well to help hyping up the competition. You know, it's going to bring a lot more out of the Midweek Series regulars than, you know, if they were just racing against each other. To me, I think that right there is just excitement to, you know, to get addicted to every single week you come into broadcasting for the Midweek Series, and definitely appreciate you, Ryan and Tegan, for helping out, you know, week in and week out to keep the broadcast going every week, man. It's just, I can't say it no other way other than this is just an awesome thrill, man.
Same. Usually I don't contribute a lot, but I feel like this race, a lot of it was there for me to help contribute, so.
Oh, absolutely. You know, the more eyes around the track, the better, for sure. You know, like I said, coming to the end of the race, we had a battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th, and I almost forgot all about it because I was so busy watching the top 3 there battling for the win. And, you know, because of their penalties and all that, they were more than 15 seconds behind the leader, so I had a brief moment to be able to put the cameras on them and you know, see the little battle going to the start-finish line and seeing Harris take 4th and Mikeman finish 5th and all that. But anyway, anything else, guys?
No.
Alrighty, folks, it is 9:21, so we're going to close it out right here. But before we do, we got the next week here at Iowa in the Xfinity cars as well on April the 17th. So we got that going on, and with but before that, we got Kansas on Sunday night in the Cup race, 8 o'clock. Be sure to tune in to watch a barn burner of a race as well. It's sure to be a barn burner, but anyway, you just never know. Cup Series, man, it's a different animal, as y'all can attest. But, man, again, thank y'all so much for helping me broadcast and getting the broadcast team together to go week in, week out broadcast for the Midweek Series. And also for the prayers and all that for my grandmother who passed away. It really, I can't say it enough how much it truly means so much to me that how much I've pulled together and just sending out their thoughts and prayers, positive vibes, all that good stuff. You know, it really makes you feel like family in this league, man. So I definitely want to reach out my appreciations to you all before closing out tonight. But Anyway, that's it for that spat. We will see you all at the Iowa racetrack next week here in the Xfinity cars. And for all that has tuned in and subscribed, we appreciate you so very much. For those that haven't subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button right before you close out of here. You know, never hurts to take 2 seconds to put that little finger on that little subscribe button on your phone, or if you're on the computer, just take the mouse and click on it as well. It just takes 2 seconds. Thank you all so much for the support and watching us here again. We will see you all next week at Iowa.